Hi starseeds, it's Opheana Sikaal, and today we want to talk to you guys about galactic implants and galactic healing. We're cosmic shamans and teachers of universal consciousness.
Recently, we've had a lot of flow from the teams to do meditations on galactic implants, galactic healing, that type of thing. So on our channel, Meditations with Opheana Sikaal, you can see some of those. Some of you may have done those, the new moon and full moon meditations, especially brought through those galactic implant removal energies, etc. We've found them to be very helpful for people and also for ourselves in that, because we receive as we bring it through as well. Our whole family goes through the same process.
Yep.
And so what we've found, especially with the galactic implant removal, it opened up new levels. It is holding portals at a whole nother level. It assists people with areas where they had weakness, but they just didn't really know how to make the shift. It's really assisted them in being able to move through those initiations, get past that thing that they just couldn't shift.
It's interesting, if you look at that, you may understand it mostly or to a certain degree of what this galactic stuff is. You got to remember you're a soul. It's part of a spirit, a God presence, and you're ancient, right? You're really,
so old.
You're so old. And so when you talk galactic healing, you're talking, you could be talking eons ago that these implants were put in your multidimensional field and you've never had them removed. And they could be feeding you programs or creating your portals not to stay open or connecting you to old energies, and you're just not aware of it. It's always this some certain patterning that's in your field. And as we've mentioned before, mastery on this path that you're on, that we're all on as high initiates, as starseeds, as lightworkers, whatever you want to call it, involves life mastery of being a spirit in an earthly incarnation. So you've got to master Earth, but you've also got to open up more to your multidimensional nature. And so that's more the sacred mystery school work. And so combining those two work hand in hand is what offers you this opportunity to grow and embody more of your spirit here, which is what you want, which then gives you access to more of your clairsenses, gives you more access to your spirit's information and the roadmap of your life, which will create the most fulfilling, happiest life for you and those around you. So it all goes hand in hand, because if you only do like the meditations, you'll be so backed up and your lower energy bodies can't process all the information. So you still won't see the changes in your daily life. But if you only do the changes in your daily life, but you don't have access to all of these meditations and all of these galactic healing tools, then you won't move forward as fast either. So they kind of go hand in hand. You've got to do both sides. And so on the galactic healing side, which we found very interesting because there's a real trend from the teams bringing through this information, it was galactic implant removal, but it was also, the other day we did a full moon meditation, which was healing from the Andromedan galaxy for all of your energies in the Milky Way galaxy. If you haven't done that one, check it out. It's super powerful, as is the galactic implant removal. So think about it. You're on Earth, within the solar system, part of the Milky Way galaxy, but there's literally, hundreds of billions of galaxies. And so it's a bit crazy within the universe. So you've got like 100 billion or hundreds of billions of solar systems or stars within our Milky Way galaxy, and then you've got hundreds of billions of galaxies. So it's really hard for the mind to grasp, but you're all over the place. And so for some of the people in that recent meditation that we did, 96% of their spirit, of their energies, was represented, active, so to speak, in the Milky Way galaxy. Incarnated is a beautiful way of saying it. Incarnated in some form, whether it's in a physical vessel or in other densities where maybe it's formless, but is active, incarnated within. And the lowest was something like 44%, which means that For instance, for that particular God presence, 56% was active in a lot of other galaxies. So where, you might be very Milky Way galaxy oriented, which is still huge because you've got hundreds of billions of places to be. So think about that. And when you do galactic healing, it doesn't just impact your life on Earth, but it impacts your life, your lives all over the place from your God presence group. But because you're initiating this as the soul in an earthly incarnation, you're going to feel the effects here for yourself as well. But you're also doing a big service by initiating this meditation and this healing for your entire spirit group.
Beautifully said, beautifully said. We are so much more than this life, Everything exists all at once. We experience linear time in this incarnation, but like Sikaal said, all the healing that we do galactically is helping all of ourselves in other realms, in other times, in other spaces. And so if your mind can't get around all of that, just feel into it and feel into, that makes a bit of sense. I'll see if that's my truth. Because the more that you can, like Sikaal said, keep a balance of doing your physical energy body work, your emotional energy body work, your mental energy body work, your spiritual galactic energy work, that is just going to keep everything in alignment, because otherwise you can have this focus just on one area, and you're wanting to manifest and bring through some kind of spiritual abilities or whatever it is. It needs balance to come through. It needs a clean vessel. It needs clean emotional body, a clean mental body, a clean spiritual body to be able to bring that through. And if you're just focusing in on one area and not doing all of them, so we're encouraging that you look into all of these areas. And another part of it is it's really like we are all cells in a body working together. And so if we keep our cell as clean and as connected as possible, all the other cells in the body, we can work together as one to all ascend, so that our ascension process is clean and clear and spirit can be infused into us. But so can all the cells that we are working with, whether it be our other soul extensions on other realms or just other beings that we are in the Milky Way galaxy.
Another thing the team wants to mention around the galactic healing and the galactic meditations is, if you're guided, and a lot of you are, to do a lot of the meditations, because sometimes you find them and there's hundreds of meditations and you're like, oh my God, I want to do all of this stuff. I love this stuff. I want to do all this stuff. When you're doing a lot of it, like let's say you do one a day for weeks and weeks, you're going to get a lot of new information flowing in. Now you don't need to worry about it because your spirit is guiding all of that and your soul is guiding it in a way that you can manage it. But if you do a lot of input coming into your vessel, then there's going to be more asking of you to keep the lower energy bodies clear, to keep your mind and your mental space centered, to keep your emotions clear, get rid of old emotions. So if you're doing a lot of that meditation and you're finding a lot of old stuff coming up, it's because you're accelerating. And so when you're accelerating, you can grow really quickly, but it also means you're getting rid of old layers or transforming old layers, parts of your personality, old storylines, etc. You're transforming them and moving them out or through your system as well. So as you do a lot of this galactic type healing and soul extension type healing, then you're going to be asked to change your lower energy bodies as well. So be mindful of that, and you can do as many meditations as you want. The other side of it is you'll be invited to do a lot of the matching lower energy body earthly type work. So your spirit will manage it, so you can't get an overdose of meditations, but you can activate so much that you're going to be on a massive fast pace. Now, if it's ever going too fast for you, which occasionally happens, you feel that anyway, you can just ask your teams to slow it down just a little bit, buffer it just a little bit so you can catch your breath. In general though, your spirit and your teams will not offer you more than you can truly handle, even if it feels like almost sometimes it breaks you, like you're like, oh my God, I can't handle more right now. oh my God, the next initiation, I can't handle more, but you always can. So trust that you're never going to get more than you can handle, but if you need to, you can ask for the information to be buffered, and so you have a little bit more breath to move through that.
Beautiful. I wanted to add to that as well, that during the meditations, often the teams ask you, choose now, or step forward. In those times you can say, in divine order for me, in divine amounts for what I'm ready for. I mean, we set that up in the beginning of the meditation, in divine order for all beings. So really know that you will receive, say it would be too much if you received 100% of the energy clearing during the meditation, but you're not ready for that. So your system, your spirit will guide, the team surrounding you in the temple spaces, etc., will guide that you receive 45% of the quotient within the frequencies there. So you can come back to that meditation later and do the rest, etc., over time. And also to add, all of the new moon and full moon meditations you can do anytime. They don't have to be done on the new moon, the full moon. They can be repeated. They are a meditation in their own right. They are a healing in their own right. They're so much more powerful than sometimes we're just like, whoa, that was a big one. So allow yourself to do them whenever it feels right for you, whenever you're guided to do it. We do choose to do the new moon and full moon meditations in those times because we are just affected by the moon's energy, and it's just a nice time to do that ritual, when the moon is full and when the moon is new, the new beginnings and that type of thing, the letting go, the new beginnings. It's a really nice time to just have a ritual. Yeah,
and just another addition then on the meditations as well. You can do any meditation, even the ones you did 2 years ago, all over again, because you're a new you and a new unit at a time. So your team can flow that same meditation through you in an entirely new way. It's not exactly like, but it's like listening to an old song again from a new you, reading a book that you read 5 years ago. Again, you pick up different things. So your teams will work on different parts of you. Let's say one of the meditations is 12 energy body clearing or chakra alignment, and when you first did it you had your throat and your brow that really need a lot of attention. Maybe now it's your heart and your hara, for instance, and so then you get the next healing on it. So you can keep recycling these because the meditations are recorded in no time and no space, which means that your spirit and your teams can work with you through that same information. So they're all evergreens, they're all timeless meditations, in the same, like Opheana said, for the new and full moon ones. Yeah, beautiful. So play with your galactic bodies, play with your galactic open your galactic portals, just connect in that way. It's quite exciting to discover how big you are. It's exciting to feel the support from the galactic versions of yourself. You can download and bring in the mastery from other parts of yourself, other connections, other lifetimes, other realms where you have mastered a certain gift, etc., etc. And the teams are just so powerfully there and able to assist in such extraordinary healing. So we just wanted to update you. If you haven't done the galactic implants removal, we highly suggest you do. And also the recent galactic healing one is just massive, and it's just really beautiful to assist the whole galaxy as well. Other than just you as a being, it really is going to assist the galaxy to clear out and heal itself as well. Beautiful. So many blessings. Love and you guys. We'll see you next time. Lots of love. Lots of love.